mate's little comment there's a good segue into the 6 teased characters, and just like what we did just like when we were discussing the season overall, we're gonna go from me to Sean to Yoda, mate. So I might as well talk about the characters I'm more familiar with. Okay, so Doctor Doom. Okay, as much as I don't like returning combatants, fucking hell yes, I'm looking forward to Doctor Doom.
I'm really curious as to who he's going to be put up against.
I don't care.
Like,
I just
the
want to see
big
Doom.
two. The big two I see are Lex Luthor and Gilgamesh from Fate.
Most likely one of them, or maybe it'll be someone we probably won't even expect. Like, I like it when they surprise us with a matchup like they done with Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, because everyone was saying, "Oh, it's going to be Beast Boy." It's like, nope, it's Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I still can't believe people thought that was a good idea. Ben versus Beast Boy.
Look, if it was just like Ben 10, like the OG cartoon, then there's a matchup there. But once you include Alien X, it's just like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan to put a giant foot on that guy.
Alien X was literally just created just so the writers were never put into a wall like, oh crap, we might have gone overboard with this, how do we fix this? Alien X.
You say that, they gave him an alien that could absorb the Big Bang.
True.
Like, I've seen the clip of the Omnitrix trying to shift him into different forms. It goes past Alien X.
No, that's fair. The other character, I'm very familiar. Okay, well, I'm curious if this is the character people think it's going to be. Yoda. Now, as much as the clip they did use is from the Yoda montage on Disney's channel. However, I feel like more of the image was shown Luke Skywalker, and I don't think they're going to bring R2-D2. I don't think he can really fit in a death battle. He's like a side character who's just there. He's like the sidekick. It'd be like if Daxter from Jack and Daxter had a death battle. Like, who cares?
Well, rest in peace, R2-D2 versus Claptrap, I guess.
Arn, that was the episode I thought was going to happen.
Sean, you're going to dislike me. I'm not really a huge fan of Claptrap, so if they do that episode, I'm hoping R2 destroys him. Just saying.
I'll talk about my point when it's my turn.
But according to a lot of people... Actually, has they said on the podcast that it is Yoda? Have they confirmed that?
No, they haven't.
Okay, so if it is Yoda, like everyone is hoping and suggesting, then... Yay! I like Yoda, but can't really think of a good matchup for him. People say Meta Knight, which...
Yeah, that's the popular one that people throw out.
I'm like, okay, I suppose. Some people say Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. The theme of it makes sense.
Wait, really?
Yeah, believe it or not, that's actually another really popular request for Yoda. And even though I think
that would be an interesting thing.
Even though it's a stomp fight, I feel like after Batgirl versus Spider-Gwen, I feel like they just don't care about stomp fights anymore, as long as the fight can be entertaining. I'm still on the idea that I don't like stomp fights.
Thor versus Raiden is a good example of that.
Yeah, but that was during the early seasons, and they were not aware how powerful Thor was, so we kind of let them off.
And that episode is still great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that episode is still fantastic.
Yeah, but... Yeah, so I'm still kind of in that boat where I'm not a fan of stomp fights. Most of the time I'd skip the analysis on those things just to see the fight, which I am sorry, but I just don't see the point of watching a whole analysis on a character who I straight up know is going to die. that's my take, but the other popular request is Yoda versus Roshi. Now that, I'll definitely be on board to see. Like, out of all the three, that one interests me the most. Did you want to say something, mate?
I'm just not too sure about that one.
Okay, that's fair
I question everything.
I mean, I get it. It's just...
Yeah, I understand. But we'll let you have your piece on that when we get to that. So, the other characters, I'm not too familiar with Cloud Strife, but I immediately know he's obviously going to
We know who he's going to fight.
Damn right.
Also from Black Clover, right?
No, the Goomba.
Oh no! I put Cloud in another losing fight
for me.
He said Goomba.
The Goomba.
Oh.
And Cloud's gonna say Goomba. Fuck you.
I mean,
as he cuts him in half.
I mean, Goombas can take hits from Mario, and how powerful did they say he was?
Actually, I joke about the Goomba. Believe it or not, according to the Verse Battle Wiki, a Goomba's more powerful than a fully powered Nemesis from Resident Evil. I'm like, okay.
Wow,
Could you imagine if that was an episode?
It's just like, oh my god, it's just Nemesis looking at the Goomba. The Goomba just one-shots him like a smash star. He just goes flying off screen. Oh, that'd be great. But yeah, obviously, we know he's going to fight Link because Death Battle, even Ben's kind of alluded to this idea because he said, oh, if we had Cloud now, we would have ignored the rules we had in the previous one and just given them their full arsenal. So they've been kind of alluding for a while that they do want to redo that fight, which makes sense because both Link and Cloud have had a few upgrades, especially now with Final Fantasy VII Remake being confirmed that it's technically a sequel. So, you know, I'll be glad to watch it just to see how badass Cloud is. Mikasa, I've only seen 3 episodes of Attack on Titan, didn't get hooked on it, couldn't care less for Mikasa. And
it's mostly going to be me talking about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with that one is we don't know who it is exactly. We're just leaving it up to speculation.
Yeah, I'm mostly going by what a lot of people are speculating it is. This is similar with the whole Yoda thing, where I'm not sure this is the character, but according to popular belief, it is. So, if we're wrong and it's not Yoda and it is Luke Skywalker, and if it's not Mikasa and it's like Eren or female Titan, whatever her name is, couldn't care, then...
Hey, I'll take a Attack on Titan character.
Yeah, especially with the series finished now.
No, it's... Okay, so a new chapter is coming out on the 9th in Japan.
Okay, fair enough.
Then there's 2 chapters left.
Okay, fair enough. So it's nearing its end.
Yeah, it's ending in April.
Steven Universe, I've only just recently added that to my watch list on Disney Plus, so when that episode comes out...
Wait, it's on Disney Plus?
Yeah, Steven Universe... Isn't that a Disney thing? Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking
Steven
of...
Universe.
Yeah, I thought it was...
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Star.
Cartoon Network.
I'm thinking of Star versus...
You're thinking
Force
Star
Awakens.
Butterfly.
Well, regardless, though, I am actually going to be watching Steven Universe because it does interest me a little bit. So when that episode eventually comes out, I'll have a bit more knowledge on the character. I already know, though, who he's going to be fighting.
I think we all do.
And I'm sorry if I butchered his name because I'm not good at these accents. Ryuko Matoi. Did I pronounce that right?
Matoi.
Okay. I'm not good with Japanese names. It's very awkward with my Japanese friends. But if it isn't obvious enough, I've not watched enough of that show. I already know she's probably going to fight Shadow. That's one of Shadow's most popular requests. Not a fan of the matchup, in all honesty, given what I do know of her. And honestly, I feel like Shadow coming in for the 3rd time, he's had his perfect matchups. Like, he's had Vegeta, he's had Mewtwo. Like, who else does
Yeah, but I feel like after Shadow v Mewtwo, yeah, I can absolutely justify him coming back a 3rd time.
What, just because he's lost?
You can say dead.
No, mostly because can he have an episode where he's voice acted well?
Okay.
No.
Okay, here's my opinion about that whole thing. Nearly every game Shadow's been in, his voice act has been terrible. Because Sega know Shadow's kind of a parody at this point. He's a parody, edgy character. And if you give him a good voice, I don't know, that just doesn't fit. That just doesn't feel like Shadow then. I always liked the whole, like in parodies, I feel like even in the newer games, Sonic Forces, Shadow is still being that, I hate everything type of voice. So, honestly, I feel like him having a good... It would be like if He-Man and Lion-O had good voice acting in their episode. It's like, no, man. You've got to give them their cheesy 80s voice.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough on that. That's a good point.
Like I said, though, if the episodes of these characters is good, then by all means, I'm up for it. Those are my thoughts. I'm looking forward to Yoda and Doctor Doom. Love those guys. Couldn't give a shit about Mikasa. Steven Universe, gonna see it, so maybe I'll end up rooting for him.
You know, you say that. You told me a funny story yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Even though I say I don't like Attack on Titan, I was in the store getting new headphones for my new phone, and they had Dragon Ball on. And I was watching it, and I said to the store owner, you know, there's no anime these days that come to this level of epicness. Someone in the store was like, "What about Attack on Titan?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't like that." There was 13 people in the store. Everyone looked at me, even the store clerks. Oh, come on, Steve. You don't have to be mean about it as well, you know. Being shit talked by an elephant. I'm sorry, Sean, that I'm giving you a lot, but I'm running this joke into the ground.
It's fine. We're gonna run this until someone gets sick of it anyway.
So yeah, Sean, what do you think of these 6 characters?
Okay, so I'm familiar with a decent amount of them. I'm gonna actually start with Steven, oddly enough, because my younger brother is really in the Steven universe, and I think it's gonna be interesting to see a Steven universe character get in there, because assuming this is actually Steven and it's gonna be Star Butterfly, that'll be cool to get Cartoon Network versus Disney in on it. Ow. I hit my elbow on my desk.
Ow, don't do that.
Ouch. I've done that. It's not good.
Assuming this isn't Steven, the only other matchup I can think of for some characters is Pearl versus Undyne from Undertale. And
Ooh, that would be
Garnet versus Josuke from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure comes to mind.
I'm more of a fan of... Wait, is it Josuke or Josuke?
Josuke.
I'm more a fan of Josuke versus Narukami from Persona 4.
I think a lot of people are more fans of JoJo versus
own.
Persona matchups. Yeah. And then...
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had one yet.
Well, maybe we will this season because of the theme of the season, which I assume we're going to be talking about a little bit later.
Yeah.
But a Steven Universe character, that's going to be cool. Assuming this is Steven, there's a lot of stuff going for Steven. And if it is against Star, I think someone put it best when it's going to be like a glass cannon versus a brick wall. So that's going to be interesting how they match up. Up next, Cloud Strife. And yeah, I know he's probably going to be fighting Link, and it's going to be most likely episode 150, because what else are they going to do for that? But if it's
Goomba
shockingly not Link... Well... Bill wants to see Resident Evil characters die, apparently.
I mean, Nemesis, you know, he was sticking places in me I didn't like, so I hope he dies.
But if by some shocking miracle it's not Cloud versus Link, the only other Cloud matchup I can think of is Cloud versus Asta from Black Clover. And the only reason I don't want that to happen is because Black Clover is still kind of fairly new. It's in like its 4th season, I think, as far as the anime goes.
Makes sense.
But it would be cool to see a newer shonen character make an appearance that isn't My Hero Academia.
Fair.
It's kind of funny how My Hero Academia probably has near as much fights as Star Wars.
It has 2. Star Wars has
3.
Really? I swear there was another My Hero Academia.
No, 4.
No, I'm thinking of DBX between.
Oh no, that's 5.
Right.
I'm counting just Death Battles, not DBX.
No, we have
I know.
five
That's why. Because I was thinking Yang versus Bakugo was an episode of Death Battle.
Oh, that was a DBX.
Fair enough. Yep. My mind forgot about that.
It's all right.
But no, we've had 2 My Hero Death Battles and 5 Star Wars Death Battles.
Wait, really? 5?
Yeah, we had Boba Fett twice because of the remaster.
I don't count that as. I just count that as 1.
Luke Skywalker because he fought Harry Potter, Vader versus Doom, and Obi-Wan v Kakashi.
Fair enough. So technically 4.
Yeah.
If we don't count the remaster. Because it wasn't a full-on rematch, it was just a remake of the animation, if anything.
Well, Dr. Doom. Up when I start watching that, but we don't have to go into that.
Fair. That's fair. Dr. Doom. I'm really excited to see Dr. Doom come back because he's a villain that's not talked about like nowadays with the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. I wish they would do something with him.
I've heard they are going to do something with him. Like, if anything, Doom has to be the new Thanos.
Doom is actually getting his own MCU movie first, actually. Which, it was originally going to be a Fox movie, but now that Fantastic Four is going to get their own MCU, Doom is getting... He's going to be, I think, the only villain to ever have like a movie dedicated to him in the MCU.
I heard a rumor that I heard a rumor that he might appear in Black Panther 2.
I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my god, if they do him meeting Vast, the Panther God, and Vast tells him, hey, conquer the world, because that's the only future where humanity isn't in ruin.
yeesh.
Oh my god, that would be so amazing. And just like moviegoers who don't know about that would just have their minds blown.
True.
Yeah, but Doom was probably one of the first Marvel villains I got introduced to. I thought he was a really, really cool villain. And we haven't seen him, like I said, since like 5 years ago when he was against Darth Vader. And I know a lot of people are speculating his matchups. I'm just excited to see Doom back in general. I don't care if we're doing Lex again or if it's Gilgamesh.
That's what I'm saying.
I just am really excited to see a character return.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care who Doom fights. It's Doctor Doom. I kind of break my rule of not liking returning characters because it's Doom. He's so cool.
Well, this is kind of like
that's kind of like
Leonardo last season, if you think about it, because Leonardo was last in season 1, and then he brought him back last season.
Yeah.
Now they're kind of doing the same thing with Doctor Doom, which is pretty cool.
Fair. We are getting to the hour mark, so Sean, what else?
I'm trying. We keep getting distracted.
We're good at that.
But it's understandable. The Attack on Titan character, I don't know who it's going to be. I know a lot of people are saying it's going to be Mikasa, and a lot of people are speculating that it's going to be Blake versus Mikasa. If it is Mikasa, oddly enough, that's probably the Blake matchup that I don't want to happen, because I would want to see Death Battle give a character like Geralt of Rivia like some light. I think him versus Mikasa would be pretty awesome. And plus, Eren versus the Wanderer would also be a really cool Death Battle if it is like Eren from Attack on Titan. I think that'd be a pretty interesting one.
That's also one I'm up for.
I still need to play Colossal Titan. Colossal Titan? No, what's the game called? So I recently got it for my PlayStation.
Shadow of the Colossus.
That's it. Yeah, I got it with PlayStation Plus, but it's just been sitting in my PlayStation. I've still not played it.
That's fair. The Star Wars character. I was really hoping for Galactus versus R2-D2. Thanks, Bill, for killing my dreams. But I'm gonna hold on to that dream anyway.
We're British. We British are really good at destroying dreams.
Apparently. But if it is Yoda, oddly enough, after hearing, I actually watched Mate and Max's video when they talked about Yoda versus Meta Knight, and I think looking at Meta Knight would be kind of cool because Kirby lore is ridiculous, but it's also entertaining.
Yeah. Kirby is freaking nuts.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, like, Billy, do you know what Kirby's original Death Battle was going to be?
Ditto.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that would have been sad.
They had Ditto's research all finished. Like, okay, here are the areas where Dittos appear. So these are all the Pokemon he can transform into. The moves will have, abilities. All right. They look at Kirby for 10 seconds. Holy shit!
I mean, Ditto was technically near the area of Mewtwo. They could have given him that. It wouldn't have helped, but...
I still wish from that episode that there was a giant frying pan holding Boo into the sun instead of the death ball. That would have been great.
Oh, nice.
But Yoda versus Meta Knight, I'd be down for. If it's Luke Skywalker, a lot of people are saying he may fight Harry as an actual rematch. Maybe Percy Jackson.
Harry dies again.
Yeah, I was going to say, Luke was kind of downplayed in the previous episode. Now he's going to have all the legend stuff on him.
Well, I don't know if they're going to do Luke again. And, like, if they do...
Let's be real. Like,
go ahead, mate.
Let's be real. No matter who Harry fights, he's going to die.
Probably.
I mean, the only character I could think Harry has a chance is Aragorn from Lord of the Rings.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, fair enough.
Not really into Lord of the Rings.
Or Talion. I think Talion is requested to fight
Geralt.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it's Luke, it's going to be interesting to see who he fights. And the last character, Ryuko from Akame la Kill. I don't want her to fight Shadow. Kill la Kill. I get that and Akame la Kill confused because of the wording.
Yeah, I'm like that as well. It's so annoying.
But if it's her, I know her most requested one is Shadow the Hedgehog. Please no, I do not want Shadow back again.
I'm the odd one out a lot this episode, aren't I?
Oh, come on.
Maybe.
There's always one episode of these type of podcasts where someone is the odd one out.
Yeah, it's just like someone's got to fill that role.
I mean, if we just circle jerked one another, where's the content?
in the editing skills. That's where the content really lies.
True,
There you
yeah. That's where the comedy mostly comes from.
But I think that's all the characters that were revealed. And there is something else Bill wants to talk about that I don't want to get into just yet. So I'm going to let Mate have his thoughts.
Okay, so as for my thoughts on Teased characters, if it is Yoda versus Meta Knight, rip Yoda. Like,
Dead, I
Yoda.
would be.
Yeah, Yoda, I love you, but yeah. Like, oh god, you do not mess with the Kirby series.
No, you don't.
Yeah, like,
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be sad seeing Yoda die. Again.
I won't be.
Wow.
Shut your
I don't like
trap.
Star Wars.
Okay, fair enough.
No, not fair enough. That is unacceptable. You're out of the podcast. Steve's the replacement.
Well,
Steve, you got promoted.
you're gonna have Steve edit too.
Actually, no, he would want money. All right, Sean, you're rehired. Sorry, Steve. The problem is I can't just lie about it because Steve will always remember.
You know, they say an elephant never forgets, but I forget what the elephant remembers.
So,
If you guys get that reference, I like you.
I feel like before you talk about this, the certain character I know you want to talk about, why not go over the
Yeah,
other
I'm
ones?
saving that one for last.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I know you have a lot to say
Yeah.
about that.
Okay,
It's been requested
Doctor
for
Doom.
years.
Doctor Doom. If it's Lex, rip Lex.
God damn it,
If
Lex.
it's Gilgamesh, I'm not sure actually. Mostly because I don't know Gilgamesh that well. But from what I've heard, him and Doom have a lot of similar abilities, so it would be cool to see them clash. So, yeah, I'm down for that. Ryuko Matoi.
He's better at it than I am.
After I watched Kill the Kill, I thought, okay, seeing Ryuko in Death Battle would be kind of cool. And honestly, I saw the connections with her and Shadow and thought, oh my god, that is amazing. And, you know, totally down for that because give Taka a chance to actually do it, like, voice him well again, like he did with Vegeta versus Shadow. And there's even opportunities for, like, callbacks in that. Like, you could have Ryuko go into her super form after Shadow goes into his, and Shadow say, wow, what a ripoff. And, you know, continue the trinity of someone saying sayonara before the kill.
Yeah, Shadow has to. If Shadow does win,
And
I feel like
hey,
he
if Shadow
deserves to
does-
say it.
Yeah, like, that would be super triumphant if he says that.
Just don't make a death a giant spoon.
Oh, no, in this case, it'll be giant scissors.
More scissors again?
Yeah. You know, Ryuko can actually, like, shrink or grow her scissor blades to where, well, they're just basic scissors, to they're the size of buildings. It's nuts. I mean, aside from Shadow, the only other two I've heard requested for Ryuko, well, one is Krona, which we've already had, so that's probably not going to be it. Akame from Akame Kill, or Tatsumi from Akame Kill. But I'm of the opinion that I kind of want Akame versus Killua from Hunter x Hunter.
Do you know what? A lot of my friends tried to get me into that, and I just could not get into it.
The characters are good. The anime is meh.
I think that it's kind of biased. The reason I didn't want to watch it is because I was working on my own manga series called Hunter, so I think that's what kind of threw me off from it. So, I mean, I'm not making the manga anymore, so I'll give it a watch.
Speaking of manga, though, oh wait, I'm saving this one for last. Steven Universe. It's gonna be Steven versus Star.
Yeah, no doubts.
Like I'm not familiar with these two, so I don't really have a horse in that race. But hey, I'm down for more Western animation representation. Like, because there are more that aren't Avatar. And, you know, after Danny versus Jake doing really well, then that seems to have opened the door. So, you know, no, can we have a Shaolin Showdown character in Death Battle, please?
I honestly thought they would have put the main character of the Shaolin Showdown against Aang for a while.
Oh, Omi
oh my
versus.
goodness,
Yes.
Shaolin Showdown. I was thinking to myself, Shaolin Showdown. Where have I heard that? I just remember I used to love that as a kid.
Oh, me too.
The kid,
It was great.
The characters were funny.
It's an underrated show.
Oh, I need to find that online. I don't care if I have to pirate it. I need to watch that again. Oh, maybe Netflix will get it on.
Who knows?
Okay, then there's Cloud. He's gonna fight Link. And Link is going to die, which makes me sad. Although that's the general consensus I see. I mean, if Link wins, I'm cool with that. But I'm also cool with Cloud winning because Cloud is cool as well. I just prefer Link.
To be fair, I feel like Cloud deserves a win in anything. Like, Sephiroth is just such a dickhead to him.
That is also true, yeah.
He's basically
also to
the
be
ex-
fair,
He even followed him into Smash Brothers.
He followed him to a different timeline as well. He just does not.
Leave Cloud alone! Leave him alone!
I was gonna say the last Final Fantasy character that won was actually Sephiroth, but that is still my
He's
my
the
least
only
favorite season
Final
finale
Fantasy
of all
character
time,
that has won.
and it was in the worst season finale ever.
What? I mean, to be fair, I don't know why I'm going why. I still haven't seen it. I just like the fact.
Wait, you haven't seen Virgil v Sephiroth?
No, I know who wins, and I was very sad about it. I just can't be bothered to watch it. I think the reason I probably would like it is because Virgil's in it. And I have started to like Sephiroth lately, especially his theme. Oh my goodness, his theme is so kick-ass.
So is his
Yeah.
victory pose.
Oh, that is amazing.
Like, okay, listen, if any villain song literally has their name chanting in the background, you know that villain's not to be messed with.
Dude, even Thanos doesn't have that.
Yeah. Yet Sephiroth literally has people going, Sephiroth! Like, hell, he pretty much destroyed the entire Smash cast.
Except for Cloud.
No, but he one-shot Greninja, Bayonetta, and nearly killed Mario.
Yeah, like that image of him just impaling Mario, just like the reactions to that are hilarious.
I also love the fact in the trailer, Cloud's looking all serious, yet Seth is smiling like he's just enjoying this.
I mean, that is accurate.
But yeah, so I agree with you. I do think it's just going to be a Link. I mean, Cloud's not really requested that much for anyone else. And plus, have you not seen the fan art of just Cloud versus Link? It's nearly everywhere. So I suppose we should move on to...
Yeah, I gotta talk about the last one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get your
so
popcorn, folks.
so the Attack on Titan character, I'm just throwing this out there. The actual footage they showed, that character is Annie.
Yeah,
However,
that's the
the
female
popular
Titan,
theory
right?
is that just because they were showing the Survey Corps logo, that's just meant to tease an Attack on Titan character. And there are like 3 options I can think of because personally, I don't think Annie would be the best first rep for the series.
I don't know. I mean, no one thought... what was her name again? Toph from Avatar would be a good first rep. Yeah. That episode's...
Dara
Toph-
versus Toph.
Dude, Toph is awesome.
Well, I mean, yeah, but compared to, like, Aang and Zuko...
No, I actually love Toph more than those two.
I will
Toph was a well-written character. No,
Yeah,
there's no
Toph
lie
was
about that.
fantastic.
I will admit, after that death battle, I was getting a load of Avatar clips sent to me, like Toph ones and Azula when she was like, "I am a fluffy pink unicorn." I can't remember the whole thing, but just that bit alone had me laughing. I was like, I like Azula. she kind of reminds me of those villains that just enjoys being bad.
I mean, to be fair though, like
yeah.
even if it's Annie, like not all first impression characters are necessarily like bad ones. Like the first Marvel character. Do you guys even remember who that was? Who was the first Marvel character?
Oh, it was Rogue.
Yes, and that is still one of my favorite episodes of all time.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, what
It
was that
was-
sniff?
Bill just hates it whenever we talk about Rogue versus Wonder Woman because that's one of the only fights where Wonder Woman loses.
Okay, Billy, you can do cocaine another time.
Let me just get this out of the way. And furthermore, how long have I been going on for?
Too long.
Okay, continue, mate.
But anyway, like I was saying, don't get me wrong. If it is Annie, then okay, great. I'm just happy to see a Attack on Titan character because I freaking love that show. Though, if you're asking me personally, the 3 characters that I reckon would be the best suited to be the first rep, Eren, because one of the main characters, he has his Titan forms, which has a lot to work with, like with the Attack Titan, the Warhammer Titan. I freaking love that name, by the way.
I won't lie, that sounds like a rock band, doesn't it?
Warhammer Titan.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Warhammer Titans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That just sounds like a band. I'm gonna write that down.
I'm gonna see if that actually is a band.
I might Google it later.
Oh god, how Eren actually gets that power, it's just like, it's honestly a genius move on his part. I won't go into detail here. But yeah, I've seen him requested for Wanda, which is one I would personally like to see. Ken from Tokyo Ghoul. I know that's kind of popular. So, like, hey, if it's that, then okay, sure. Levi versus Roy Mustang.
Wait, who?
If Captain Levi.
Roy Mustang is from Full Metal Alchemist.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Same series as Edward Elric.
Okay.
At least I'm taller than you.
Best final words ever.
Yeah. If that fight happens, I'm rooting for Levi 100% because the dude is such a fucking badass. like, look up Levi versus the Beast Titan. Although, really, that should be called Levi fucks up the Beast Titan. It's such a good scene. I love it. Although I say that, if that fight happens, Levi's gonna die.
It's always the cool ones that die. Unless you're down.
Yeah. And then there's Mikasa.
Obviously, you wanted to fight the Goombas, right?
She's absolutely fighting Blake.
Yeah.
If it is her. Which makes me also very happy because I've been requesting that fight for such a long time. I love both these characters a lot.
At least it'll be better than her
animation
DVX
awesome.
appearance.
Both of them, yeah.
Like, how long have you actually been requesting Blake versus Mikasa? It's been like since season 2?
I think since season 3, actually.
Season 3.
Yeah,
I thought you started after Yang versus Tifa.
Well, no, after Yang versus Tifa came out, I was just thinking, okay, we've had Yang, they're gonna do RWBY, like, eventually. So Weiss and Blake are pretty much inevitable at this point. And I was trying to look into, okay, who do people request Blake to fight? And I came across Mikasa, and I was like, okay, who's this? Looked into what she does, and I was like, okay, you know what, this makes a lot of thematic sense. And the more I looked into it, the more I just thought, you know what, maybe I should just watch Attack on Titan. And I saw the first season on like a shelf at a shop, and I was like, all right, let's see what I think of this. And oh my god, I'm so happy I picked it up because I loved it. Like, as messed up as that show gets, I mean, the first episode has Eren watching his mum get eaten by a Titan.
Yeah, not the way that he probably
tragic
wants.
backstories.
It gets fucked up sometimes, but oh my god, the characters in that show are fantastic. Like, my favorite 3 being Mikasa, Levi, and Sasha.
Ah, the potato girl.
By the way, keep Sasha out of Death Battle. As much as I want Attack on Titan in Death Battle, do not have it be Sasha.
Maybe she could fight Nogla from Vanos.
Okay.
Oh, potato!
Okay, the only Death Battle thing I'd be cool with Sasha being involved in is a community Death Battle where it's an eating contest.
I mean, to give her credit, she can eat a potato full on, so I'll give her props for that.
Well, if you count junior high, which I'm totally cool with for that idea, it gets ridiculous.
Fair enough. So she's basically all your typical shonen heroes who devour anything they see.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Like, there's one episode where before they go into this big battle, they have this feast where they actually have meat, which is really hard to come by at that point in the story. And she just picks up the whole roast and she's just gnawing on it, like going to town. And Connie's trying to like put her in the chokehold. And even while unconscious, she's still putting up a fight and just punches a dude in the face.
Ouch.
Oh, Sasha, I love you. Please don't talk about the episode that just came out. Anyway. But
What, are you saying she bit off more than she can chew?
let's not go into that, but
Why must you make this pun?
Oh, it's kind of sad knowing the context.
But yeah, if it's Blake vs. Mikasa, I'm gonna be very happy. And like, yeah, as much as I know, like, who wins, I've looked into Mikasa's other requests. She loses all of them.
Yeah, it's kind of true. I mean, I could probably find a matchup she could win, but I don't think the theme would work.
Yeah, like, I'm not always a big fan of, like, trying to find a matchup solely so that one character can win. Like, I might have done that, like, years back, but after a while I've looked back on it and just been like, that was not the best. But yeah, like, I've long since accepted, okay, if Mikasa appears, she's gonna die. But if it's like her most dramatic fight and the fight kicks ass in the animation, which given it's Blake, I reckon that lends itself perfectly for animation potential. And like the potential for the theme, like, you guys have heard Titanic Shadows by Brandon Yates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of music in the episode, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, Death Battle have kind of stopped looking for matchups where two characters have a good chance of winning, just whichever theme works and whichever one will be an entertaining fight. So if Blake versus
and
Mikasa,
just popular requests.
if Blake versus Mikasa 1 is animated by the Triple D team, or I mean Torian's coming back, so if it's animated by Torian, who I feel like
dude, Torian would just nail this one, because I know he loves Attack on Titan as well.
Yeah, he's not a fan of the matchup, but I feel like he could make it work. Like, he was not a fan of Deadpool versus Deathstroke, but he made it work.
Oh god, like, my favorite story about Torian with that fight, you know that Deadpool dance sequence?
I've heard this story, and I like where this is going.
He did that whole thing while drunk, like blackout wasted.
That is
like his roommate woke him up the next day, like, "Hey, did you finish that fight?" "I don't know. Let's give it a watch." He did not remember doing it.
He's basically the Ball Right Cho when it comes to animation. You know, without alcohol, he's just normal. But then when he drinks alcohol, he's just suddenly full-on beast mode.
Oh, you know, Luis has a drunk story.
Well,
you remember Jack versus Afro?
You know, we should probably, as much as I would like to hear about this, we are at an hour and 20 minutes. And even though this podcast is going to be split into 3 parts, like my Dread podcast, I'd rather...
Oh, that's how you want to do it, okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, just send it to me full and I'll handle the cutting bits.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll save that Louis story another time.
All right.
Is that all you had to say about Mikasa and her matchup? If it is Mikasa?
Okay, one thing that I'll add on, just because I remember Torian saying this, I mentioned it to Torian at RTX, and his response was, and I quote, "Well, one has powers, the other doesn't." That isn't technically right.
Well, I mean, maybe not
like
now.
years ago.
Yeah, maybe not now.
No, Mikasa's always had some, like, powers.
Yeah, but was it shown at the time?
One of them was.
But was it a really big major power?
Okay, in the context of the Attack on Titan series, yes.
Okay, fair enough.
So, yeah, that one being that she can resist memory manipulation.
Like that matters.
Hey, that's still something, but it's since been confirmed that when an Akuman awakens, they get access to some Titan strength while in their human form. We even see that happen with Mikasa when she's a kid. But also, they gain access to experience from every previous Akuman.
Because Maybe if I watched the show, it would make sense, but because I didn't, that just sounds like it was just tacked on.
You know, I've gone back through Attack on Titan, start to finish, and let me tell you, knowing everything that's really going on behind the scenes, this was all planned. Like, nothing was pulled out of Isayama's ass.
Fair enough.
And I'm just like, oh my god, you freaking genius. Just please let your ending be good.
Yeah, if the ending's terrible, then we're gonna have a Mass Effect moment.
Also, don't kill off Mikasa.
Yeah, I wonder if he's watching this and he's just like, yeah. Just like, calls the artist up like, hey, listen, some British guy really likes Mikasa. Kill him. Kill her. No, don't kill the British guy. Don't kill the British guy. Oh god, it's just a sniper like, okay, like, wait, no, I didn't mean that.